Hi, my name is Nancy, and one thing I love about my dad is that he's very helpful and he always cares about us.
Whenever he goes to work and he has time for us, he comes and he always spends that time reasonably and tries to always get us the best possible things that he can afford.
When you do something wrong, he'll want to sit down and talk about what you did wrong or right, and want to tell you that if you could do it better, then it'll be best for you.
One thing I love about my daddy is that he knows the right time to do things. He knows when to work, he knows when to be kind, he knows when to tell us what to do. And unfortunately, there's not enough words to describe him. But if I can describe him the best I can, I say that he's just caring and he's really supportive with everything that we do.
The thing I love most about my dad is his determination for me to be the best version of myself.
He's caring and he supports us as a family.
He's an inspiring role model for me and he never gives up.
One superpower my dad has is that he's resilient and hardworking. Why he's hardworking is because he spends most of days at work just to get us what we want and just to make us happy whenever we want to. And why he's really resilient is that he works so hard just to get us to have a good life and just be happy.
My dad's superpower is that he's very encouraging to help us whenever we feel like we can't do things on our own.
He's very resilient, he's very hardworking, and that he always tries to buy everyone things that they want, trying to always make everyone in a comfortable position for the things they want.
One superpower that I think my dad had is that he knows the right time to say no. And he says no in a way that you know when to trust him. Like if I ask him a question, Dad, why can't we do this? And he just says Z, I know that I should trust him because I know he has a reason for everything.
One superpower that my dad has is his commitment to his children and his family.
One unique superpower that my dad has would probably be that he's tolerant and even when we do something wrong, he shows us the right way in a calm and supportive way.
One superpower that my dad's had is that he has perseverance and determination to never give up, even when things get frustrating or hard.
One thing that I want to say to all dads is that they should love their children and no matter what, they should keep working hard for their family.
No matter how silly the career is, or your children's career is, you always have to try to support them because it's not what they always want you think that you prepare for them. That you always have to try to see what they want and try to always get to know your children better.
Whenever your kids, you won't know when your kids are sad or not feeling well. Just go up to them and start speaking to them because you don't know what they're going through at the time.
What I want all dads to know is that you always keep the house running.
What I want all dads to know is that you keep the family together and you are simply amazing.
One message that I want all dads to know is that you are inspiring role models and your wives and children adore you.
I want all that to know that your children love you and we like to make you proud. Yeah.
About my dad, I remember a scripture that says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's grown, he will not depart from the way. And that's actually consistent with the life of my dad. One thing I've always learned from him is the power of discipline and of consistency. Now, he was a man that would always, consistently and persistently do a thing. Even though we as children, we don't see results coming out, but he sees beyond what we are saying, and he's always consistent in whatever he does. Where I think particularly I can remember his lifestyle of fasting and of prayer. Then we will always question him. Why exactly do you do this over and over again, even though we are not seeing the desired result? But he was a man that would always continue. He would always continue. And until now, it has actually become a part and parcel of me that even if the result is not coming yet, be consistent and be disciplined and do whatever you have set your eyes to do. Don't back down and know that one day God will give you a result and a reward. Thank you.
I think my kids are quite funny, but I'm going to take you from my eldest daughter. Each time I do things, I don't know, she sits on the side and she watches and observes how we act and all that. I think there was a time where I came into the house very, or rather I tend to tell them not to take fizzy drinks and all that. So I came into the house one day from the stores with my fizzy drinks, and I was trying to sneak and drink them, and my kids came downstairs and said they've been waiting by the stairs for about 2 minutes to make sure that I actually pour these drinks into the cup. So they will hold me onto that and request for theirs. So that's one of the funniest things that I can remember that they did to me.
A cherished moment I had with my dad that I will never forget was the time I traveled to him. He was in Iwa at that time, that's in Kaduna State, and he won a contract, and it was to come on Monday for the contract. So I was with him, and he was telling me about the contract, and he was so happy that we were planning to even do a party. Immediately he got everything signed on Monday. So it was kind of, let me get this thing first before we do the celebration. And everybody was expecting. It was a serious moment. And when he got to the office, he had the news that the government just closed up that ministry that very day. And we were kind of unhappy, everybody was just disturbed, and we got back home. And he was telling me, because I was the only one with him at that moment, and he was telling me that, what did you learn from this? And I was like, Daddy, I'm confused. And he said, this tells you that you don't plan based on assumption. You don't make plans based on what people say or what people promise you. It's a very memorable time that I can never forget in my life. You just try to plant that seed in me that wherever you go, plan with what you have at hand, base your faith, put it in God, and believe in yourself, and sky will be your limit.
The most rewarding experience of being a dad is seeing my children grow, understanding how they think, their resilience, the choices they make, the sort of friends they keep around them, and the fact that they fear God. It actually makes me very happy to know that they've learned so much from me being their dad.
Dear men, you are deeply valued, not just for what you do, but for who you are. Men made in the image of God, chosen and appointed to live with love and courage. Your role as fathers, uncles, brothers, and mentors is vital. Never underestimate the power of your presence, your prayers, and your words in shaping lives and building legacies. May the Lord strengthen your hands and steady your heart. Be on your guard. Stand firm in faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Do everything in love. You are not alone. God works with you, and your efforts are not in vain. May your heart be full, your home be blessed, and your legacy endures. Happy Father's Day.